You already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the phenom in the 168-pound division, Edgar Berlanga, Brooklyn, New York, Bushwick, Latino, Boricua, is calling out Jermall Charlo. But before stepping inside the ring, he wants to buy Jermall Charlo some drinks. Want to get him tipsy, want to get him drunk. Probably put Ruffion in his drink. I hope Edgar Berlanga don't roll like that. Even though he does look like Aaron Hernandez a little bit. But anyway, I think that's a good fight, though. That's a good fight. Y'all already know Jermall Charlo is a two division champion, still undefeated. Yes, inactive. Been going through tough times with in his personal life, and we don't kick a man while he's down. You know, I know there's a lot of trolls out there in this YTB scene, YouTube boxing community, and stuff like that. But you know what? When you're going through a divorce, that's nothing to joke around with because there's kids involved. You know, I'm all about the nuclear family. I'm all about, you know what I'm saying, fatherhood is prominent in the sport of boxing. So it's not easy. It's not easy. But hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he gets his father's rights, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he can see his kids whenever he want. And, you know, the kids won't be, you know, mentally fatigued seeing their parents, you know what I'm saying, break up. But let's go stick to boxing now. I believe there's a great matchup, especially around this time for Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga, who did not get demoralized by Canelo Alvarez, a.k.a. King Nelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cash Nelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. Get the fuck out of here, man. Canelo Alvarez did not demoralize Edgar Berlanga. I mean, he performed well with his experience and you know what I'm saying, his skill set. You know, we all know that Canelo Alvarez had a better skill set than Edgar Berlanga and had way more experience. You know what I'm saying? Edgar Berlanga never beat or never fought or ex-world champion, you know, a current champion. So I mean, it was a good outing for him. A good outing meaning that he could go back to the drawing board and you know what I'm saying, add to his repertoire, add to his wrinkles, add to the toolbox. And you know what I'm saying, hopefully he could learn like the way that Canelo Alvarez learned when he stepped inside the ring with Floyd Mayweather. And look how Canelo Alvarez took full advantage of it and became who he has become. Now with Jermall Charlo, he's a middleweight. Haven't really performed in the 168-pound division. The last time he performed was a catchweight with Jose Benavidez Jr., in which he was coming from the welterweight division. So I think if it's Edgar Berlanga, this is a real calculated call out, a great calculated move, because first you get an undefeated fighter. You know what I'm saying? With a victory, you get an undefeated fighter. You get a two-division champion. You got a name, and the disadvantage is also for Jermall Charlo is he's moving up. He hasn't been in the ring for quite some time, in a year. And I don't think that Jose Benavidez Jr. was some type of tune-up for the 168-pound division. So he probably going to be rusty, not going to be sharp, lay off, going through personal situations and stuff like that. We don't know if he's going to be mentally 100% ready for Edgar Berlanga. And Edgar Berlanga is coming with momentum. Now, not the momentum of winning, but momentum and feeling good and confident because, you know what I'm saying, going whole 12 rounds and actually fighting Canelo Alvarez. He wasn't showing up just for a paycheck. He actually went out there and tried. He was just a limited skills versus a Canelo Alvarez. I think it's a perfect opportunity for Edgar Berlanga and Jermall Charlo moving up. So he's going to be the smaller fighter, the inactive fighter, the less sharper fighter, guy that's coming out with baggage in terms of probably not going to be all there. So I think is a great opportunity for Jermall Charlo, and it's a great opportunity for Edgar Berlanga, and it's a great opportunity for the sport of boxing and the 168-pound division, in which I believe there's some great names, and to the point where you can make a great tournament, right? You got M. Billy that just performed with Sergey Derevchenko. A lot of people give credit for the guys that beat Sergey Derevchenko, even though that Sergey Derevchenko never won the goddamn thing. I don't know why everybody get credit for being Sergey Derevchenko, Daniel Jacobs, Triple G, Jermall Charlo, M. Billy, Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia as well just performed, got back in the rhythm of things, got back to the winning column. Caitlin Plant with a beautiful victory versus McCroy. That's a great fight. Demetrius Andre haven't got back into the rhythm of things, but he's trying to get back in the ring. He's calling out Caleb Plant. We could have seen a Jermall Charlo versus Demise Andre, which I believe is one of the most marinated fights in the sport of boxing, but it looks like that's not going to come through fruition, and we done being a dead horse. So I think Demise Andre versus Caleb Plant is a 50-50 fight. It's a great fight. Demise Andre, we was chopping it up a couple of days ago on my channel. Go check out the videos and stuff like that. Go check out the interview I had with Demise Andre, the 2-division world champion, one of the most duck fighters in the history of this generation of boxing. But I believe that if Edgar Berlanga fights Jermall Charlo, Caleb Plant fights Demise Andre, and the winners could fight each other, or even the losers could fight each other. Thinking about it, if Demise Andre beats Caleb Plant, and Edgar Berlanga or Jermall Charlo beats Edgar Berlanga, then you got Demise Andre and Jermall Charlo, the fight that we've been asking for. If you got Caleb Plant that beats Demise Andre, and you got Edgar Berlanga that beats Canelo Alvarez, then we got these guys that be going at it. If you got Jermall Charlo that beats Edgar Berlanga, and you got Caleb Plant that beats Demise Andre, then the slap fest, you know what I'm saying? Jermall Charlo can get his get back. All I'm saying is in the 168-pound division, you got the M. Billy versus Diego Pacheco. You feel me? If Janovic is willing to move up to the 168-pound division, another Jaime Munguia and M. Billy. You feel me? Jaime Munguia, Jermall Charlo. And this is without, y'all already know that David Benavidez moved up to the 175-pound division, and it was announced that already they had the press conference. He's going to fight David Morrell Jr. That's a great fight in the 175-pound division, and hopefully the winner does get a Beterbiev or even the loser Bivol. We don't know what Canelo Alvarez is going to do. The only person that I believe that he could fight in 168 that we haven't, that has been a name that's been attached to Canelo Alvarez is a Demise Andre if he's willing to fight Demise Andre and rekindle that infamous payday, get that fuck out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope, you know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna like that fight because I've been a fan of that fight for quite some time, even in the 160-pound division. I know there's people out there that be like, oh man, I want to see that fight, but in all reality, what more Canelo Alvarez is gonna be doing? Is going to hold the 168-pound division hostage, or you just going to let these guys fight for the belt? Because in all honesty, Canelo Alvarez doesn't even need the strap. Leave it to these guys. Canelo Alvarez already got a name. As a matter of fact, Canelo Alvarez and Jake Paul will make millions. I think Canelo Alvarez got nothing else to prove, so you don't even need the belts. It's almost like what Amanda Serrano said about Katie Taylor and the possible trilogy, right? She does. That fight don't need no belt in the women in women boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest fight in women boxing. As a matter of fact, it's one of the biggest fights in the sport of boxing. I think it's gonna sell out in Madison Square Garden, or you put it in out there in Ireland, which I don't know if they could afford it, but y'all already know that did sold out in Madison Square Garden. That is the primary fight, in my opinion, top 2 in the sport of boxing. Nonetheless, the 168-pound division is an intriguing division, even when you don't add Canelo Alvarez in it. So I think that Edgar Berlanga has this is the best opportunity, in my opinion, for him, for his legacy, get a name. I think he did well for what it was worth versus Canelo Alvarez, and I think that he's geared now to fight a Jermall Charlo, which they're out there I believe a lot of people believe that Canelo Alvarez would have beat Jermall Charlo anyway. So I think I do think that Jermall Charlo got. I think he's a better skill set fighter, better than Edgar Berlanga, but we don't know how much he got left. We don't know how sharp he is. We don't know what his mentality. But I think that it's good for Jermall Charlo to step back in the ring, get back to the rhythm of things, and maybe just by going through camp, maybe your mental gets strong. You know how when you go in the gym and you work out, you know, you start feeling more confidence about yourself, start feeling more confidence about the situation and stuff like that, start being more patient and start being more positive and stuff like that. You work out good, you feel good, and everything, it will be good. You know, so let me know what y'all think. Again, Edgar Berlanga versus Jermall Charlo. He want to buy him a couple of drinks and stuff like that. We all know that Jermall Charlo like a little drinky, you know what I'm saying? We all do, you know. Punch Drunk Box, Mr. Moonshine, I like my little drinkity drink, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me know what y'all think about the 168-pound division and the potential fight of Edgar Berlanga versus Jermall Charlo, or a Caleb Plant versus Demise Andre, which is a beautiful fight, or M. Billy, that works with Top Rank. And then, you know, Jaime Munguia was working with Top Rank. Boom, you put that fight. I think we'll have fight of the year after fight of the year after fight of the year. And we can just stay in the 168-pound division. If Canelo Alvarez wants to do, you know what I'm saying, fight a baby Diego Pacheco or something like that, even though that he's young, I don't know. I think the Canelo Alvarez best bet is to drop the belt and maybe have a Cinderella, not a Cinderella, but an exhibition or whatever. It is just time. I'll see a Canelo Alvarez or a Jake Paul. I would. I really, really would. Let me know what y'all think. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Love you. God bless. And on to the next.